I will start. Hi, KT. Thank you for being here. The Lynx made sure to leave you open. I guess, how much does that motivate you to shoot your shots with confidence when you see that space?
I mean, if they're going to leave me open, then I'm just going to have the confidence to shoot it and knock the shots down.
Hi, KT. Sandy was talking in postgame about this game possibly being sort of like a lesson for the group going forward.
Yeah.
What do you think would be the biggest takeaway you guys take when you see Minnesota again and for the rest of the season?
Yeah. Minnesota's a great team. They play the percentages very well. I think we got to take from this game that we got to have more poise down the stretch. I think we had a good flow in the first half, and then the second half we were trying to look for certain things instead of just having the same flow that we did the first half. But I think we stayed with it. We fought to the end, and that counts. But kudos to Minnesota for executing what they did in their game plan. But I think we have to go back to the drawing boards and kind of fix some things. And then of course turnovers. We had 21 turnovers to their 27 points from it. So, and we only lost by 5. So yeah.
Kayla, in the first half, you and Sabrina united for 32 points, but in the third quarter, you guys were only able to get up 3 or 4 shots. Do you think Minnesota did anything differently in that third period?
I don't think they did. I think they were doing the same thing. I think we kind of just sped up, and we didn't have poise the second half. I think.
Why was it after you?
You were alluding to the changes in the second half, and at the podium before, Sandy and the players were talking about trying to force the ball into JJ a lot, trying to get her more involved. How can you guys learn from this and find a balance in terms of what's going well or when to switch off if something's not there?
Yeah, I think we just, the game of basketball is a run, and whatever's working, you keep going to it. And I think, with JJ, I think we could have done a better job of getting the ball inside of her and spacing out and trying to figure ways to get her going. But again, Minnesota, they defended it very well, and then it was kind of hard. So, like I said, we have to kind of go back to the game.
Why was it so hard to establish JJ?
I guess Minnesota defense, they were, sagging in the paint, so it was kind of hard. Every time she got the ball, she had 3-4 players coming, and our spacing sometimes wasn't good at times.
How do you feel to have Courtney and Benijah back on the floor?
I feel good. I think, they still got to get their rhythm, back, especially Snoop. But I think B gave us great minutes. Sue came in and gave us great minutes. So I'm happy that we're all back. And it's just moving forward from now. This is a tough loss, but it's not the end of the world. We take it. We move forward. We have a bigger picture now. So.
Stewie also found a way to will you guys in the fourth. After a huge shooting slump, it seems like her shot is really starting to fall. I'm curious how you've seen her work to get out of that slump.
Yeah, I mean, she was big for us the third quarter. She came in and really brought us back to where we need to. But that's just Stewie. Stewie's great. You know what I mean? There's nothing to worry about Stewie. She's gonna find her way somehow, some way. So yeah.
It felt like early in this game, whenever you were hitting a shot, you were trying to bring some energy to the crowd. You were turning to the crowd, and you were kind of celebrating a little more than we see you do sometimes. Was that because this was a new environment and you knew that everyone was traveling here to see you guys?
Yeah, I mean, just to get everybody going, to bring that energy, that we needed.
We'll play this team once again in a couple weeks or next week. How important are these next 5 days now you finally get some rest after really a tough schedule?
I think we do need the rest right now, kind of just clear our minds and then get back to it again. We do play them again, so we have a lot to learn. This is the second time we lost to them. Luckily, this wasn't going to count towards the season, so yeah.
Last year, this game ended up being a finals preview. How valuable is it to have a game like this so early in the season to learn these lessons?
I think it's great because it kind of just shows us where we're at, in the season. And like I said, this is a learning lesson for us. We're gonna take it, we're gonna learn from it, and move forward.
Take a few more.
You played a few cup games now. How do you kind of view them emotionally? Do they have the same intensity as playoff games? It feels like regular season.
You talking about Minnesota?
No, just the cup games and all. How do you view traditional cup games compared to playoff games and high intense?
I think it's a very important game because we're not only playing for ourselves, but we're playing for the people that we have selected to give back to. So it's a big game.
You mentioned JJ before. Sandy spoke at the podium. They knew that a lot of effort was going to be towards JJ. So were you just getting those over shots something you were expecting coming this team?
Yeah, I think a lot of teachers are gonna go to the big three and B. So they were leaving the corner open, and I was at the corner, and those are shots that I take every day. So just knocking them down, having the confidence.
What do you think the reason was for the amount of turnovers and just sort of what happened there with those?
I think we just got sped up at times. They played the passing lanes very well. Like I said, they're a team that plays percentages very well. So they took away what we were going to do next. So just that, and then just us not having poise again.
You mentioned that this is a point in the season where you guys could see, quote, where you're at. So in your opinion, where is this team at? Like, where are you guys doing right? What are you guys doing wrong? What do you want to work on at this landmark point of the season?
Well, from the last time we played them, I think we have tremendously grown as a team. We're not there yet. I think we have a lot more to grow from. Like I said, this is a good team. It's a great team. This is probably going to be another, a finals team maybe, so we got to take this and, again, grow from it.
Finish with Brock.
There was a lot of talk about the new atmosphere, folks having to come over from Brooklyn to Long Island, but the fans really sort of made it feel like home tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Just as players, how rewarding is it to know that even when you're in like a whole new arena and part of New York, that the fans are still here with you and giving you guys an extra boost?
Yeah, you know what? Shout out to all the New York fans. We appreciate y'all traveling this far. Unfortunately, we couldn't have that at home, but it goes to y'all, and it's kind of, upsetting that we couldn't do it for you guys, but thank y'all for supporting. Just keep supporting us because we will get it done.
Thanks, KJ.
Thank you,
Thank you, Kayla.
Thank you.